Hello, now this is Tia Dunbar with Untouchable magazine with Untouchable Schea Cotton. How you doing, Cotton? Pleasure. Now, what are you doing here tonight?
We are pre-screening privately Manchild for NBA All-Star Week, and we have some notable people coming out, so we're really excited about it, and we want to make a big push leading into NBA All-Star Weekend.
Beautiful. What inspired you to go through with this documentary?
Some things that happened in my career I wasn't so happy with, didn't sit too well. As I was finishing up playing as a professional, I wanted to do something to make a larger impact and to help a lot of other people, particularly kids. So some of the pitfalls I went through, they wouldn't have to go through.
And what have you done for the kids, and how have you impacted them with this documentary?
Various different ways. We showed at LA Film Festival in front of 4,200 films, and they ranked the top 5. So we feel like we're onto something. And there's a lot of kids that I impact daily today through our foundation, Manchild Foundation, and a for-profit company, Schea Cotton Inc. that I started. So I'm working with kids around the clock, and I couldn't see myself doing anything else today.
Now, my question is, how do you discipline a rising superstar?
Same way you discipline one that's not. The rules don't change. You have to stay grounded, otherwise everything is out of whack. So you definitely have to stay grounded in the four walls of your family, your home.
And how was his upbringings becoming this superstar that he is today?
His upbringing was normal. Shea wasn't treated any different at home. I mean, both him and James were treated the same. Outside forces saw him differently, but he was always our son and brother.
So, what are you here for today?
Well, I'm here to support Manchild. I'm here to support a documentary format, and just trying to get out and see what everyone else is doing. Yeah, and lend my support.
Yes. So, what are you wearing today? You look beautiful.
Thank you. It's Zara.
Zara.
Yeah, thank you.
Your earrings.
Those I don't know, but this was a gift from a former flame, and I found it in storage, so I thought I might wear it.
Wow. Well, you look very beautiful. I have another question. What inspired you to be a jazz artist?
Well, I grew up on jazz. I think I heard Billie Holiday from in the womb. I never set out to be like another singer. They were just kind of like my friend in my head for all these years. And when I started recording, did Britpop, and then the person I was with started singing to me, and I started singing back to him, and out came crooning, out came jazz, and my last album is called The Standard, and that's what it is, Standards. And it took 12 years to make a song a year, so don't give up. It does take a while to do it.
So, how were your struggles through the 12 years of creating your masterpiece?
Well, I think the most difficult part is I always hire minorities. I'm self-produced, self-financed, and we're in an era right now where they are taking every single thing you do from the moment you post it, and it doesn't break my heart, but it breaks the heart of when I hire someone from Haiti, and he's trying to work his way up and works for ESPN and everybody, and he shoots my music videos, and they get ripped off. How does he move up? And that's very disappointing. It's more the artists I work with that hurts me to see them and the music get so copied. What do you get,
Yes.
All I can fight for is originality.
Yes.
And I think that that's what probably speaks to me continually through real artists, be it country, soul, jazz, R&B, is when it's original, when the voice, I like Brian McKnight. I love John Legend. But I also I listen to KCRW too. I like a lot of indie artists.
Now, I just want to know, what inspired you to get into mental health?
Well, looking at the children, looking at our youth, they need someone to give them a voice. They need someone to believe in them and to give them a lot of support. And so I felt innately that I had a spirit that could help them to overcome a lot of the issues that they go through.
What mental health experiences have you been through in the past that motivated you to pursue a career?
Well, I've worked with children that were in out-of-home placement for a long time, and I saw the perils, I saw the emotional pain, I saw the danger that their lives were in, and so that really motivated me to to lend a hand, to give them a hand to lift them up.
And what advice do you give to actors who go through shyness during castings and during the whole process of just filming a movie?
I believe that the anxiety and the stress of it will definitely be there to some degree, but just to do whatever you can to calm yourself within. I think self-talk is really good, and take some deep breaths and just believe in yourself. That's one of the great keys.
And what are your significant roles with this documentary and with your expertise in mental health?
My role is just discussing test anxiety and just to provide support for Schea and his documentary.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I hear you're from Compton.
From Compton.
How is Compton, growing up in Compton and being here today?
I'm still alive, right? Compton is good. It's not bad like people think. It's a lot of talent, a lot of history out of Compton. It's great. Yeah.
Great. So rumor has it that you are a songwriter.
Yes.
You've seen a bunch of big people, okay? Now,
Singer-songwriter.
there you go. Now, how was it working with Marcus Houston?
It was great. It was a shocking thing to work with him, but it's always great to work with other male artists. Yeah.
So what female artists have you worked with recently?
Faith Evans, I just did a show with her recently at the Forum. That was great, amazing, and we're gonna do a song together pretty soon, Faith. But it was pretty good. It was pretty cool.
And what music do you have coming out?
My own project that I'm working on. You can find all my social media at Keeps25 Music. We're getting ready to launch 2 videos on MTV and a lot of other great social networks.
Hello. Now, what is your name again?
My name is Anthony C. Hall. Gotta add the C. Gotta add the C.
At the C.
Long story. Go ahead.
Long story. At the C. Now, where are you from?
I'm originally from Chicago. Yeah, I'm originally from Chicago. But I live in Los Angeles now.
So how has being from Chicago inspired you as a filmmaker here in Los Angeles today?
You know what? Dang, that's a really good question. I think that creatively, I think sports made me be more creative. I started my whole career doing athletic commercials. Went on to do athletic films, like I said, Blue Chips, Sunset Park, gang related with Tupac, and a bunch of different things. I was in Space Jams. So I started off my whole being in this entertainment thing around sports. Yeah, around sports. And Schea Cotton's name, when we talked basketball on sets, his name always came up amongst, I'm talking about among stars, like my friends, the Shaquille O'Neal's or the Penny Hardaways, and everybody always knew this guy. And I was like, yo, who is this guy? I need to, and I finally got a chance to meet him, and yeah, I'm here. I'm here to support him, for sure, yeah.
Now, one last question. How has sports inspired your drive to become a better filmmaker?
I just don't think it did. I don't think sports drove me to become a better filmmaker. I think it's the people that were around me. I was blessed to be around people like, when I first started, it was Denzel Washington, to Wesley Snipes, Arsenio Halls, Ron Shelton, who wrote Blue Chips, and William Friedkin, who directed it. I was around so many talented people that I was just always watching and paying attention to everything they did, and that just drove me to just want to, you know what, I want to get behind the camera. I got to get behind the camera. So that's where I'm at now.
Great.
My name is Cappy Pondexter, and I play in the WNBA.
Play in the WNBA?
I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, what position do you play in the WNBA?
All positions. My bad. No, I'm just joking. I play a guard.
Guard?
Yeah, I'm a guard.
Now, how has your upbringing inspired you to become one of the people in the WNBA?
My mom and my grandma did a great job of praying for me. You know, I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't, knowing God and just putting Him first always, I wouldn't be where I am right now, you know, in the WNBA. I've been playing 13 years professionally, and it's been amazing. So, yeah.
So in those 13 years of playing professionally, how has education helped you stay in your pathway?
It took me, you know, when I got to college to really understand the importance of that. But if I can give advice to any kid, it's just to, you know, follow your passion, obviously, which is to play a sport, and then really work hard at your classwork. You know, make sure you put in the time to study and do everything that you have to do.
And how does this documentary have a personal impact on you?
Just being in sports in general. I mean, everybody knew about Manchild. You know, he was like LeBron before LeBron was LeBron. It's just the visibility wasn't there, and now we're getting to see his story. I think it's impactful, it's important. We'll really get to see what his life has been all about and what it is today.
Now, P. Frank, how was it producing the film of Who Shot Tupac, right?
Yes, that was on A&E. Yes, that just aired in November, December, and it was myself and Ben Crump, and we went out and investigated his murder. I don't know if you saw it, but it was also the relaunch of A&E's biography. So in that show, I was a producer, but also played an on-air investigator. Wow. And so it was deep. I mean, everybody loves Tupac. I'm sure if Tupac was here, you might get a little hug or some from you. So yeah, it was a very deep experience. You know, it was part biography, but it was also an investigation into his murder. So at the end, we do tell you what happened.
Wow, that's amazing. Now I wanted to know, what was your most craziest moment producing your films? What was one of your most craziest moments you could think of?
One of the most craziest moments I could think of. Well, most recently, I was producing a show for Fox, and we were out in the hood. We were at the location where Suge Knight ran over the guy in the truck.
Right.
Yeah, you know, and so people across the street wasn't too happy that we were there. So, you know, we got some warnings that it was time for us to get out of there, and I saw a few things in the guy's pocket, so I was like, deuces.
Time to go.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, P. Frank.
Yeah, no problem.
Now, this is Tia Dunbar with Untouchable Magazine here with Alex Thomas.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm good. We're here, you know, rain or snow, whatever, you know, we here.
Making it happen.
We support Shea Cotton, Manchild, a documentary.
Now, Alex Thomas, when is your next comedy club show?
Well, I'm all over the country. Actually have a brand new Netflix special coming out. It's actually an animated series. It's actually Netflix first urban animated series. It's executive produced by Smokey Robinson. It's called Motown. It's the whole history of Motown. We did 54 episodes. I was on Family Guy for 10 years, doing a lot of cartoons. So this animated series is going to be great. I'm in the middle of touring right now. I just got back from New York, Jersey. I'm actually performing in Oakland on Valentine's Day on Wednesday. So they can find out. Check me out on Instagram at FunnyMan, Alex Thomas, hashtag the funny don't stop.
I'm Shea Cotton. I'm a mentor. This is Untouchable Magazine.
Shea Cotton's mom, Untouchable Magazine.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Bassinet, and you're watching Untouchable Magazine.
What's up, y'all? This is Alex Thomas, actor, comedian. You're chilling with Untouchable Magazine. Come on now, the funny don't stop.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy P. Frank Williams, producer, unsung American gangster. Who Shot Tupac? You're chilling with what? Untouchable Magazine. Boom. Yada.
Cappy Pondexter, a guard in a WNBA, and we're chilling with Untouchable Magazine.
How you doing? My name is Anthony Hall, and we're chilling the Untouchable Magazine.
Thank you.
Get that, son.
My name is Keith Stewart, and I'm chilling with Untouchable Magazine.
My name is Alicia Wesley. I'm a mental health therapist, and I want to give a shout out to Untouchable Magazine.